Let's go have the perfect day at Universal Orlando's Volcano Bay Water Park. That's right, perfect day at a water park, and I'm gonna like it. Hey everybody, I am here at Universal's Water Park, Volcano Bay. Now you may know that I notoriously do not like water parks, but if there is one that can change my mind, if there's one water park you can have a perfect day at, it's Volcano Bay. This is an elite water park. It towers over Disney water parks, and we're gonna have ourselves a good time. We're gonna ride some rides, we're gonna eat some good food, we're gonna have some drinks, we're gonna have a nice, luxurious day here at Volcano Bay. Let's get to it. I'm ready. I'm not ready. I hate getting wet, but I'm at a water park, so it's better. But is it? I don't know. No, it'll be great. It'll be great. First pro tip I have about Universal's water park is to get here early. The park typically opens at 10. It will open early for early theme park admission if you are a resort guest, so recommend taking advantage of that. But one thing that's great about Volcano Bay as compared to a theme park is that you don't actually have to get here as early. It's a much more relaxing day compared to what you would have running around a theme park trying to make sure you get on all of your favorite rides. And part of the reason it's a more relaxing day is because of this little guy right here. This is called the Tapu Tapu, and it is a free service that every single guest gets to take advantage of while they are visiting Volcano Bay. Basically, it's a virtual line system. You'll go up to an attraction, tap, it will tell you a time to come back, and it will vibrate and let you know when it's time to come back. You can have one attraction at a time, and so it allows you to skip waiting in line at a water park, which is one of my number one least favorite things about a water park. It's having to stand in line while you're all wet and chafing and hot. It's gross. And because of this, you don't have to. So after you tap in and get your wait time, you can enjoy the lazy river, the not so lazy river, the pool, get some food. There are some attractions that don't need the Tapu Tapu. And then when it's your turn to ride, it'll buzz and you can go have a good time. So the first thing that I recommend doing when you get to Volcano Bay is tapping in at an attraction somewhere, so that way you have one ready to go. Another thing I love about Volcano Bay is that it doesn't feel like an afterthought. There's just as much attention to detail and care at this park as there are in the theme parks here. It's beautiful here. It really does feel like you are in a tropical oasis far away from civilization. The landscape is amazing. The food is actually really good here. So if there's one water park that could convince me that water parks aren't terrible, it's this one for sure. All right, let's get to using this Tapu Tapu. I think I'm gonna start with the Ko-Okuri body plunge. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, you know what I mean? That's the slide all the way at the tippy top of that volcano, over 200 steps to the top. You go 60 miles an hour, rocket down the volcano. So you know what, we're gonna do it. And it has a 155-minute wait right now, but this is how the Tapu Tapu works. We are gonna tap our baby right here. All right, you're now in the line. See you in 155 minutes. So there is my wait, 155 minutes. That might be closer to the second half of my day. It's gonna take 3 hours for me to ride that one, which is why if you want to do a bunch of slides, I recommend getting here early. I unfortunately can't do a lot of the slides because I'm alone. And a lot of these activities are group slides, which I guess I could do, but then I get put with a random party, and it's really awkward because, we're in bathing suits and wet. It's way worse to be put with a random family on the water coaster, where you have to, straddle the person in front of you, than it is Smuggler's Run. So, here's the thing about water parks. They're all the same. All the slides are the same. Mostly. There's two kinds of slides. There's a raft slide and there's a body slide. There's a bunch of each of them. They're all fun, but they're all the same. You know what I mean? Does anyone agree with me? Anyway, let's go check out the lazy river, shall we? I think that's a good way to start things. So I'm going to start things off slowly with a little spin on the Kopiko Y, the winding river. This is their lazy river. There are 2 entrances and exits and then an additional exit only around the park. I always love when there's a lazy river at a water park because you can use it as transportation, because why would you walk when you can float? You'll see that there are some inner tubes throughout the river if you'd like to grab one of those as it floats by. They also have life vests outside of the entrances, so that way if you've got a little one who needs a life vest, you can get one complimentary. And I'm gonna put my camera up, but I'm gonna bring my phone because phones are waterproof, or so Apple has told me. And let's get to floating. Before I forget, I also wanted to point out that with the Tapu Tapu, you can hook up your credit card to it using the Universal app. So you can basically do anything you need to with this. There's also photo locations around the park that if you tap this, you can take a photo if you've got the Universal photo thing. So this is really a game changer for me, because that way you can put your stuff in a locker and not worry about carrying a credit card and such around. Now, the one thing you might need is an ID if you plan on enjoying an adult beverage. You'll have to scoot back and get that. But as far as anything else goes, should be good to go. You can also mobile order at many of the places here. So, because you know how annoying it is when you're like, oh, I would like some food, but I'm on the other side of the park from where I left my stuff at the chair, like where the lockers are. That's gone. These are all points in Volcano Bay's favor. Probably take a nap out here. What I like about a water park, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. What I like about a water park, but this water park in particular, is that if you've got a big group, this is likely the best case scenario for having a relaxing day. There's nothing that's like a must-do for a lot of people because it's just all the same. It's different slides and different rivers and stuff. So like, it's also smaller than a park, and you have the Tapu Tapu. So like, if you've got younger ones that want to just do like the wave pool or some of the smaller slides, you can have them do that, while the teenagers go do the bigger slides, and the adults that want to relax can just do the lazy river and lay on the beach. And like, there's not the must-dos of like, we all have to go get on Hagrid's, and then we all have to go get on Velocicoaster, and then we all have to go do this. Like, it's just a much more relaxing day where everyone can kind of do what they want, and nobody's like missing out on anything, because let's be honest, there's not like a big thing to miss out on. No, oh my gosh, no, absolutely not, no. Okay, I've done a lap, I'm ready to get out. The bad news, the exit's on the other side of the river, so I gotta cross somehow, and then also get out of this tube somehow. She is beauty and she is grace. The lazy river was lovely, but let's kick it up a notch, shall we? Let's tackle the fearless river. The Hoa and the Ilmoa, I believe. Hanu and Ilmoa, I believe. I get all the Polynesian names confused, I'm so sorry. But these are two of the group slides. And again, I rode them at an event I came to with some friends. And this green one had me cackling, and the blue one had me screaming. So as far as group rides go, those are very good. Those are probably the most fun of the group raft rides that I did. I'm not going in, especially not with a camera, but right here you've got Run Amok Reef and Tot Tiki Reef and Run Amok Reef. And these are for little ones. So these are like your smaller slides, your little splash play areas. Swim diapers are required. If you need one, it says to ask a lifeguard, but I would bring them. And but that's your area for your littlest ones, but obviously I'm not gonna go film there. I do want to highlight Krakatoa Aqua Coaster. This is the water roller coaster. It's super fun. It's like Crushing Gusher at Typhoon Lagoon, but like 50 times better. I have no idea how the water powers you up the ramp. This is the one I was talking about where you have to like straddle the person in front of you and the person behind you is straddling you just the way you're in the seat. So keep that in mind, but it's really cool and it's probably the most popular ride here. It usually has a pretty long wait on the Tapu Tapu. Right now it's 210 minutes. But this one would be a good one to do if you come for early park entry, or if you get here early, I would scoot right over this way. But the nice thing is, it's not 3 hours plus that you have to wait in the line. You can go enjoy the rivers, go enjoy other rides, get something to eat, drink, sit on the beach, do the wave pool. Time is passing. I've already passed like a third of my time from the other one. Also, I do want to point out that let's say you wanted to change your mind about which attraction you have on the Tapu Tapu. Here's the Krakatoa one. I tap this and it's gonna say, hey, you already have one for this other attraction. Do you want to keep that or switch it for Krakatoa? So you're not locked into the one you got. I'm gonna keep the one I did. So I'm still in that line, but you can switch it if you see a better attraction that you'd like to do. The Te Awa Fearless River, this is like a rapid river as opposed to a lazy river. And it is so fun, even I like it. On this one, there is a 42-inch height requirement and everyone, adults included, are required to wear life jackets. So come down here, figure out what size you are, and get suited up. Getting out successfully. It says the exit's on the right. So, fight the river! Oh, I do not want to go under that. I do not want to go under that. No. No. No river! No. Oh, no. I'm going to get wet, aren't I? Ah! No! I survived the Fearless River. I worked up an appetite. So I'm headed to get some lunch. And like I said, the foods here is really good. They've got nachos, they've got tacos, they've got poke bowls, they've got shrimp mac and cheese, they have a bunch of pizzas, hot dogs, but like unique hot dogs, obviously I'm not getting that. They've got burgers, including like Hawaiian style burgers, and they have one of my favorite things, which I'm headed to get right now for lunch. A nice thing too is that they do offer mobile order at several of the dining locations. Maybe not some of the smaller carts you'll see, but the main dining locations do offer mobile order if you have your credit card linked up to your app. You know what's like a nice touch? Is that they have these things spraying the ground so your feet don't get hot. It's pretty nice. I'm grabbing my lunch from the Kohala Reef. This is the biggest dining location. They sell a little bit of everything. They've got mango pulled pork barbecue sandwiches. They have pizza, coconut curry chicken. They have salads, burgers, and again, one of my favorite things, I am skipping a very long line by picking up a mobile order. Tons of nice outdoor seating. I was able to find a spot without any issue to eat my delicious coconut fried chicken. So this is one of their signature items at Volcano Bay, and it comes with 2 pieces of coconut fried chicken. Look how yummy that looks. A little bit of mango slaw on the side, and then some fries. I asked for a side of the avocado mayo, which is used on one of the burgers. This is what I mean by Volcano Bay's food is actually good. Disney's theme park food can be very good, but their water park food is burgers, hot dogs, there's birds everywhere, chicken nuggets, basic ice cream. It's nothing exciting. It's theme park food from 15 years ago, and typically I think Universal does those basics better anyway. I like Universal's pizza and burgers better, but I love the fact that here at Volcano Bay they've taken care of the menu too. They've got coconut fried chicken, hand-breaded fried chicken with coconut in the batter. The chicken is moist and delicious. The batter is slightly sweet because of the coconut. It's not a huge coconut flavor, but it's definitely there. This is so good, and then their fries are a little bit seasoned. You're gonna have an actual good meal, and this is obviously big enough to split because we're gonna feed again later. So if you need to split so you can get treats, you might want to. It's so good. Chicken consumed. Let's see, I only have 35 minutes till I can ride that body plunge slide. So what I'm gonna do is go enjoy the volcano, because there's actually a really nice little like walkthrough, and you can walk into the heart of the volcano, which is cool. Yep. Here are some more body slides, the Kala and the Tai Nui. These also, you have to walk up into the volcano, lots of steps. I don't love these ones as much as the one that I'm gonna do soon. Oh my gosh, it bumped to 15 minutes. Keep an eye on these things, because it definitely hasn't been 20 minutes since I last looked at it. It's been like 5. Kind of like a virtual queue at Disney. It may change based on how fast people are moving. So these are body slides that start at the top of the volcano. I don't like these ones as much as the one I'm gonna do. I don't like the enclosure, I think, but those are fun, really tall ones. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go into the Krakatoa, which is the mountain in here. Thank you. It's an interactive walkthrough, and you can use your Tapu Tapu to interact. So you can do things like this. And things happen. This is a fun activity for all ages. Although I'm not gonna lie to you, I am a little terrified right now. Oh, how pretty! You know what? I was just about to get into the water in there and my thing vibrated. What are you gonna do? I guess not play in that water. What a bummer. But you can see it says return anytime. So it doesn't say you have to be back within an hour or anything, but you can't get another one until you've used one. So it's in your best interest to go close to when it buzzes so you can book something else. But this is one of the ones where I can't bring anything with me, not any sunglasses, not any phone. So I'm gonna go stop, drop that off at my locker before riding, which luckily my locker is right over by there. Speaking of lockers, there's several different locker stations. The way they've organized the park is in little villages. There's like the Rainforest Village, there's the Wave Village. So make sure you take note of which village you're putting your lockers in and put your stuff in and where you are. See you after a quick 200 feet drop. Whoa. Well, if I'm gonna get fully wet, that's one way to do it. You go 62 miles an hour, it's 150 feet up, over 200 stairs up, but only lasts like 2 seconds. But what's terrifying about it is that you get into this like coffin thing that has a floor, cross your legs and your arms like a vampire, and then there's like tribal beats and the floor drops out from under you, and that's when you drop. So you don't actually know the second it's gonna drop. That suspense is probably the worst part of the whole thing, but I probably do have a big bruise on my rear after I that. However, it is fun. If you like water slides, it's a good one. And now I think I have earned another snack. But first, let's go tap in and get another ride locked down. Headed to one part of the park I haven't been to yet. The left half of the park. Because there's a couple of fun slides over here. And I'm gonna tippy tap my Tapu Tapu to get in line for one of those. The next slide I'm gonna tap for, right here you have the Oh Yeah and the Oh No. They are sister slides. They're drop slides, which means that you don't like gradually get into the pool, there's a drop at the end, so you're physically gonna drop. If you do the oh yeah, it's a 4-foot drop. The oh no is a 6-foot drop, and the pool is 10 feet deep. So you have to be a strong swimmer to be able to do this one. But it's fun, the drop's really fun, and this is a fun one to video your friends on. So I'm gonna get in line for the oh no, which is the more intense one. See you in 90 minutes. Let's go get another sneaky snack. I've decided that since the snack I want is kind of back where I just was, I would explore more of the volcano. Also, look at this great shot of the volcano. That's so great. Selfie moment. Ooh, what is happening? This is cool. Oh, this is a great photo op. Look at that. You ever think about how wave pools are just like people soup? Now you will. I didn't think this part through. Look at there. Okay, here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Whoa, this is kind of scary. I will say, the interactive volcano is pretty cool. Like, look, his face is right there now. Look at that! What's this one do? Oh, it shoots this if people are in the pool. I can shoot them with water. I'm not that mean, or am I? Whoa, magic. Am I Moana? Am I one with the earth and the nature? Oh my gosh.
Hi, welcome to the cavern. My name is Ball. I am the spirit of this volcano. Those are my water spirit friends. They live here in the cavern. They like to jump up and lick your face. Oh my goodness, they are very undisciplined. Can you say down water spirits?
Down water spirits.
Down water spirits. Relax, relax, relax. Yeah, they get really excited to meet new friends. Hi!
Hi!
Oh, you leaving? Oh, goodbye. Oh, you taking my picture? Okay,
Yeah.
let me smile.
Okay.
Cheese!
Oh, you look great.
Did I look good?
You looked really good.
Oh, wonderful. How's my hair?
It is on fire.
It is on fire!
Okay, that was legit so cool. She really talked to me. What? As much as I don't like getting wet, the volcano is very, very cool. And it's just like the little things, like touching your band and then having the sparkles come on, or being able to like shoot water at people and stuff, really makes this an awesome park. I wonder what this does. Oh, I turned on the fountain. Sorry. For my next feeding, it's gonna be more of the liquid variety because I'm outside the Dancing Dragons. Of course, there are several places that you can get beer at different carts and the other restaurants. However, this is the biggest of the bars, and for our next variety, we're having a little beverage. Now, there is one other full-service bar towards the back of the park, and both of the bars offer a great special if you're going to have more than one adult beverage. For any of the specialty drinks, you can get them served in the souvenir cup. It's initially $14.50, and then any one you get, if you refill it, they're $2 off. And it also counts for the draft beer. Any of the beers would be 50 cents off, except for the two down at the bottom, Miller Lite and Bud Light, are $1 off. So if you want to have more than one drink, it may be worth it to get the souvenir cup, and you can keep refilling it throughout the day with different things. I just got a single beer though. This is the Volcano Blossom, And guess what? If you know me, you probably know what I'm about to say. It's an exclusive beer to Volcano Bay. I love when theme parks have exclusive beers. I feel as though I'm legally required to buy one if I'm in Hogsmeade or Jurassic World or Pandora or Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because I think it is so cool that theme parks work with breweries to make beer just for that place, and Universal uses a local Orlando and Florida brewery. So I love that. So this is the Volcano Blossom. Cheers. The only way to describe this bad boy is floral. It's like a floral IPA, I believe, because it's got that hoppiness, but it also does a little bit taste like perfume. It's not something I'd want to drink anywhere else, but when you're here in Volcano Bay, it just makes sense, and it's very refreshing on a hot day. So now we luxuriate, friends. Under the umbrella of do as I say, not as I do advice, make sure you book a chair early. And by book a chair, I mean just claim a chair. I see most people using the old unspoken rule of just leaving your shoes and your towel on a chair and no one's taking it. I put all my stuff in the locker, and now it's like 2:30 and there's not a chair to be found. Or it's like in the middle of a family, and that feels uncomfortable. So I'm not saying you have to sit in your chair all day. As you can see, plenty of people have just left their stuff, and people are abiding by the rules of not touching other people's stuff. But if you want a place that you know you can come back and luxuriate at, you might want to put your non-valuables at a chair when you get here. It's about time to ride our slide, so I'm gonna have to go put my phone up again, and then it's time to get wet again. I gotta say, the worst part of the water park is now that I'm like drier, now's when the chafing begins. You guys get it, you know. It's the wet, dry thing that I hate. It's like, I don't hate being wet. I hate the fact that I'm gonna soon dry, and then there's a whole situation that goes with that.
Okay, well, he's right here.
That slide is fun. It's definitely not as fun to me as the big one up at the top of the mountain. And really the fun ones are the ones you do with your friends and family. The Kraken Aqua coaster is really fun, except for the fact that they line you up by weight, and it's the person at the front that judges you because they have to have the heavier people in the back. So they literally line up your group, and like a dog show, they're like, best in show, you're in the front, you're in the back. And you just stand there and like wait for them to judge you and figure out which order you should go in. That's unsettling. But if you can get past that, the Kraken Aqua coaster is really fun with your friends. So are some of these bigger multi-person raft runs. The 3-4 people raft ones are my favorite. I had a great day at Volcano Bay, which is something I never thought I'd say about a water park, but like I said, this water park is different. If you're gonna go to one water park in Orlando, make it this one. It's something special. Even on a very busy and very hot summer day, I managed to have a great time. In the meantime, friends, it's been magical. Now go watch Perfect Morning and Harry Potter World. I'm gonna go take a shower.